Traveling through the twists and bends of the hilly roads alongside the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway, observing different changes in weather, we reached a place called Manibhanjan by midday. All treks and trips to the Singalila National Park starts at this point. Another 30 minutes of treacherous road and we reached our destination Tonglu, from where our trek would begin the very next morning. We only had this evening to enjoy at Tonglu. I noticed vultures soaring high above the mountains, which provides an opportunity to capture their flight. I have tried this before, but with a DSLR where you can't look through the viewfinder while making a video. Tracking a flying bird smoothly could be a really difficult task. It takes a great deal of practice not just to track the bird, but also to keep it in focus as it comes towards you or goes away. Here at Tonglu, I got the opportunity to master this technique. But even after several attempts, I was still struggling to track my subject smoothly. Among other birds, this yellow-billed blue magpie seemed so calm and didn't mind my presence, but it was rather curious about me. Sat low on a branch, doing usual stuff like scratching and grooming itself. The other birds which I saw here were blue-fronted redstarts. They were in good numbers and thrived at this high altitude. A black-faced laughing thrush group wandered around the cottage premise, looking for scraps of food. The next morning I experienced the most otherworldly majestic sunrise. The first rays of sun hitting the top of Mount Kanchenjunga, turning it red. The sky was clear at the time, making the entire range visible. It was a biting cold morning, and windy as well, but the breathtaking view of the mountain range made it worth every bit. Inside our basic room at the Tonglu Trekker's Hut, arrangements were modest. Wooden cottages with rooms that sleeps four in individual beds. The view from the room itself was amazing. This is the first day of our trek and we started at the earliest, leaving the beautiful Tonglu cottage behind. Our destination for the day was Kalapokri, which was a 13 kilometers hike. What takes couple of hours in the plains, this 13-kilometer trek took us the whole day. We only managed to reach Kalapokri after sundown. Not to mention we only stopped for lunch at Kayyakata for an hour at most. Next morning we were about to trek to Sandakphu, another 6.5 kilometers, but I decided to stay at Kalapokri to explore the surroundings a bit. The ground was frozen white, although there was no snowfall at night. The Kalapokri lake and the adjoining village gave me a very peaceful vibe. The lake is considered holy by the Buddhist community. They tie the flag of prayers around the lake during the Buddhist New Year, praying for happiness and prosperity in life. The early morning serenity and the peaceful holy vibe was so conspicuous all around. And if that was not fulfilling enough, Buddhist chants appeared from a hut nearby. I could not resist to sit down at a cliffside and just be at the moment, overlooking the never-ending stretch of mountains slowly disappear beyond the horizon. It is these unplanned, unexpected, and unexplainable moments of time that I travel for. For the time being, one can limit his thoughts, expectations, and urge for achievements and simply feel inner peace. After visiting the stupas around the village, I realized it's quite late and my friends were already on their way to Sandakphu. I started my hike uphill and after a 4 hours of tiring trek I reached Sandakphu. Sandakphu is the highest point in West Bengal and offers a nice up-close view of both the Kanchenjunga range and the Mount Everest range of mountains on a clear day. I reached there by midday and spent the day looking for any possible wildlife in the nearby forest. It was dense bushes of rhododendron and of course huge coniferous forests that surround this place. I followed a trail mostly used by shepherds and yak herders that also offered a great wide view of the Kanchenjunga mountain range. The first bird I encountered was a chestnut thrush that appeared near an opening inside the forest. A flock of red-headed bullfinch were munching on young buds of rhododendrons. The rhododendron bushes were low and thick, almost unpenetrable. I however managed to make a couple of photos before they disappeared. While going after the bullfinches, I heard a dog barking deep inside the coniferous forest. Upon inspecting, I got lucky to spot a couple of yellow-throated martins. They were running around high in the canopy and was distracted by the barking dog. I managed to make a quick clip and a few decent shots, although they rarely appeared on an open perch. The next morning was the coldest, at a staggering -14 degrees centigrade. The sky was clear and dark blue. Both the mountain ranges were clearly visible. I made some time lapses before starting our descent towards Manebhanjan.